Breno, no.
Oh.
No. The answer to your question is no.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of nope.
Nope.
A
JPEG.
whole lot of nope.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering when you were going to show up, Garwar.
Hey, Gareth. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you don't want to do an all normal, all lightning? Now, Garwar, I get you in this game, but it's already full, man.
Yeah, you could boot someone. Hold on.
Oh. Merc asking about GLG team for tournaments. I can tell you that there has been some talk amongst our higher level players about throwing together a tournament team. So we will see when the next regional team rounds are up. You may see a GLG team in there.
Anoku, thanks for the follow. Yeah, City was showing us something during the last game. That was the assimilation changes. Well, the very minor. There were two changes. There was a bug fix, and there was a change. The change was the base heal went up from 75 to 100, and the bug fix was you can't outrange it anymore. Basically, if somebody dies too far away from you, assimilation doesn't do anything. All right, but we went ahead and started the game, and wow, okay. Looks like we're not going to see the all-random strategy come out this time. Mainly because
for once.
Yeah, for once, exactly. Well, I mean, it won 2 out of 3 times, so
Yeah.
I can't really say it's a bad strategy.
We've talked about it before. I mean, people are going to do it. There's certain people that do it all the time, but doing it on the jungler is the roughest, and we're seeing that right now, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's tricky. I mean, come on. He ran a Hunter Vex and pulled it off.
Yeah,
okay?
but there are certain shapers you can random that would be horrible. Luckily, somebody's already locked in Viana on his team. The same with Amaranth. Those are not the greatest choices.
No.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've been playing a little Amaranth myself lately, and just try to work on not flubbing my inputs. Because I'm really bad about. Oh my God! And Dragon just random the absolute
and he
worst
switched.
shaper
Yep.
you can
Oh,
for jungle.
of course he switched.
Told you.
Dude.
He's like
Should've done
Siifoo.
it.
He's like Siifoo. You got a jungle, man.
Youngbaek jungle Viana.
Can't do it.
I'll do it.
He's not doing Mina jungle. Well, they could
the
double
trouble you run
jungle it.
into.
That's certainly a possibility.
Oh, Viana Mina double jungle.
No, Ferris Mina double jungle.
Yeah, seriously. No, that's a thing. Hunter
That's
and
legit.
No, totally.
yeah.
And then the Mina would be
While
pred.
we're waiting, just so everybody knows, Waystone is setting up or is doing Extra Life at the end of the month, and we have joined in with them. So I'm going to drop our page if anybody wants to donate.
Oh yes.
Through the Shapers Guild, it does go as part of Team Dawngate to help them achieve their goals. There are lots of freebies you can get through donating to the Dawngate team. So if you want to check out their page as well, you can get free profile icons, free award skins. I think you can even get the idol on these.
Dawngate.
That's something to keep in mind. It is coming up, but you can start donations now. I mean, even if they hit their goal before they get there, that'd be awesome. So.
Yep. All right. Well, we're loading into the
Oh,
game.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did not know they were doing those giveaways for that. That's fantastic.
Yep. Last year they gave away signed posters. They had those cool stained glass Idolist posters that they gave away.
Oh, yeah.
That was a piece of art that Kendra
30
Haugen,
seconds until minions spawn.
made, and then they turned it into a poster, which was pretty cool. I would like to see that used somewhere else. I loved that piece of art.
Wow. Everybody just telling Ferris to just farm, and I you'd say, wait a minute, that's Dragon saying that. Garwar is not saying that. I know you would tell a hunter to just farm all day, gank if you can, but otherwise just farm all day.
That's their job.
Exactly.
Their job. That's what the hunter. I was having this
Minions
discussion
have
last night
spawned.
with Hands of Evil. Like the hunter role currently is all about farming in the jungle, not ganking. That's what the predator role is for. It's just the predator role sucks. And YOUNGBEAK and Abzol in the top lane. YOUNGBEAK doesn't really care. He'll do whatever because he can heal that back up again.
Exactly. Just press Q and all that comes back. Oh boy. Fenwar
What's
against the
interesting to
Viana.
me.
Wow.
What's interesting to me is the Siifoo jungle Ferris that started with a hunger.
What?
I still don't. I don't even know.
No, no,
whatever.
that is incorrect. Math says
No, it
you are
is.
incorrect, sir.
Yeah, the math isn't about the greatest for that, but he's gonna do it. He'll be fine, I'm sure. He's getting a solid leash. He's using the basic loadout though, so.
Chocobo counter jungles
Chocobo's
here,
stealing.
but I don't know. HintFromTheVine's gonna have to blink
they're
out
not
here.
gonna
He'll
get that.
live.
Yeah. Drains
Yeah.
down early. The Amaranth will have to go back, and Chocobos gets away. But that also gives away his position. If Siifoo wants to, he can go steal that other power button.
And in fact, I think he probably will after he finishes those Uggers there. Meanwhile, Abzol about half
Meanwhile-
health in this top lane.
Pyro's gone completely silent because he doesn't want to talk to me. apparently.
Come on, Pyro, seriously.
Typed in BRB. Wow. I was getting water. Ugh.
Uh-oh, Bear going down to the
Well, then
drain
you're-
and an auto attack, and there it goes.
Totally
first
not
blood.
excusable if you were going to get water. If you'd gone to get a beer or something, I'd make allowances.
I've already got beer in front of me, man.
Oh, okay. Then we're good. We're good.
One thing I want to point out, this top lane of Mina Viana versus Cerulean Fenmore. Can you think of a more hellish lane for Cerulean Fenmore than that? Because that just seems like it's a bad time.
Well,
Spirit
it's
player
it's
has
a lane
been
where all you should be doing is farming. You're not
Yeah,
gonna
pretty
kill
much.
anyone, and all you're gonna do is die if you try. So, and we're seeing that.
And
right
that's
now.
exactly what happened.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get for the people that are new and who were hanging out in chat saying, well, you know, I don't know if I want to compete in these. Well, sometimes you have to learn how to play a lane. Like you're not always going to get the greatest lane setup because this isn't like some games where you know, okay, I'm going to be solo lane against somebody like this or the duo lane against somebody like this. You never know. You never know who you're going to end up against. So you got to understand your matchups. Some matchups you just like you winning that lane, like the definition of winning for you
mortal player
is simply
has been
staying
slain.
alive and getting experience. Like CS doesn't always matter, kills don't always matter. Sometimes you just got to get to the late game without just getting utterly dumped on.
Basically, that's
Yeah, that's
any
basically
solo
it.
lane. Any solo lane
Yeah.
in Dawngate has that win condition. Just don't die.
Well, it's solo lane, but in this case, this Mina and Viana, or a Viana and a Fenmore, like those are lanes you're not going to win against. Like you just need to farm and stay in it so that you're experience-wise you're still in it. You're somewhat getting some kind of money. But we've seen this totally go in with 3v2 in the top lane now, and nothing happened because Mina just jumps out.
Yep.
Like Viana has to be your target, but the problem is then the Mina just jumps on her and then fears you,
Exactly.
right? So.
And Mina was nerfed today, but it's
Yeah.
still a
It's
pretty
still a
bad
half a second fear. I mean, it's that was a large chunk, 33% of the time taken off of it. But still. But we've seen this kind of thing. I don't know if anybody's stayed up and watched Worlds. I have because I haven't been able to sleep. But the LoL Worlds games recently were pretty solid. And one of the ways some of the teams hung in there was they knew they were going to lose the bot lane, like the carry and the support lane. Like they knew they were going to lose it in the early game and potentially the mid game, and all they did was just play safe and try not to die. And by doing that, they carried their team into the late game because they didn't feed that bottom lane over and over and over again.
So kind of like the Cerulean Fenmore, what they're doing right now is not recommended. They are pushed up right now against Viana.
Ooh, nice kill in the bot lane.
Yeah, that was a nice kill. I saw the Dispel go off, but it didn't help one bit.
GLG.
Yeah, they want revenge hard. ChocobosX is about to come in.
Oh, that's
I
Cerulean
know.
play. That's exactly what Ceruleans do to me in games, and I hate it. Still salty about that game, Terrelter.
I know you are. He never stopped talking about it, guys. Seriously, we hear about it like once a
game
week.
on stream, man. I was playing a Zalgus, and the Cerulean literally flipped my targets out of my abilities all day long, stole all my farm, and then complained about me throwing the game.
Chocobos, I don't think you're going to win that duel.
Siifoo, 1v1
Yeah.
against Chocobos, which was pretty impressive. I mean, we're thinking, like, you know, Jungle Ferris, what? Like, you don't see that with the Hunt Life Start. But he actually finished his Desire already, so he had the armor to outduel Chocobos.
Oh, for sure. And not to mention the health difference. Here, I mean, Chocobos didn't have full health at the start of that. Ferris did. Easy to see
But
what
Ceruleans. Public service announcement to all Ceruleans out there. Don't flip people out of skill shots. That's bad.
Well, in that situation, you need to decide who's going to initiate because they're both initiation characters. So you got to just pick one and stick with it.
Yeah.
If you can do that,
I
even if
think
the person's random, then you'll be much more successful.
Let's take a look at some. Let's see. Oh no, what are they doing in the top lane there, Mortal Tomb? Is Ferris going to go behind and try to
I have no idea.
dive that
The
binding?
camera's
No,
not
he's just going to put some low pressure down. But that may just give Salus the
There
free
we go.
reign to just come down and do whatever he wants on his bottom lane. Yeah.
Abzol's
he's
trying to
gonna
get a
steal the
pickup
power.
on Siifoo. Abzol got caught out big time here. He's going to go down.
Goodbye.
There's the drain. Can they get a bear? No, he's gonna get out.
The
No.
thing is, they knew there were
Good more
3
things.
people up there because Ferris showed
Yeah.
himself on the spirit wall.
The goal there is to go in and not die. Like I'm one of those proponents of never going. Oh, here we go. Final payment is not going to finish him off, and neither is the drain.
Too bad on that.
Obi
Yeah, I'm
should
one of
go
those
back.
people that never likes to harass the spirit wells as a hunter, just because it totally tells the other team where I am.
Look out!
But if someone's
Yeah.
doing that to you, ignore them. Like, don't go back there. You're putting yourself
Oh,
into a 3v2.
Riptide
Oh,
out.
and
Final
there's
flight comes
a
across and auto attack picks up Hella.
there's an
Oh,
old
but
cult
Chocobo
final that
comes in
actually
with
was
the
final.
judgment from behind.
And King of Masks was down there with him too. Like, did they just completely lose where King of Masks was?
I guess it did.
Like, they should have known that he went down there somewhere. They had a war there, but
Tunnel vision too strong, man.
No kidding.
yeah. Wards OP, people. You gotta use your wards.
And the chat is still
Like, the
laments
fact
the
that-
loss of the
Yeah, the fact that that Dawngate limits the number of wards makes them even more powerful than in other games.
Yeah, no, that's
'Cause
absolutely true.
you can't just litter the jungle with tons of them. One person can't do it for everyone. Everyone has to work together. That's a nice combo in the top lane, but they don't have the power to finish that up, so
No, they
I'm not
don't.
sure what. I think Dragain was
Not
just
yet.
like, hey, I'm
Oh,
gonna
here
sever
comes
ties
the
here.
Lock him up. There's the tenants. Absolution.
Oh,
goes on
here
the
it
Galaxy.
is.
They should be able to get him. Got him.
Nice.
That was perfect timing too, because Mina had already used her key to the heart, so it was on a very long cooldown. That is not a short ability, so it was good timing for that gank.
13 seconds haste. And she has no haste, so it's full 13 second cooldown.
Salus actually picking up his power again, so he's been quad bumping, which is going to put him ahead, hopefully, in XP, or actually I should say it's just going to keep him up with Ferris, since Ferris got that kill on him.
True.
But you don't want to let yourself get quad bumped.
What do you think about that dispel from Obi? I think that was a bit of a waste. He would have gotten out of that fear momentarily.
Mortal
anyway.
binding has
I
been
think it would've
destroyed.
Too much danger.
Yeah, they were focusing on the binding. Had the binding not been there, yeah, do it, but they wanted to kill that binding, so it was just a lockdown.
I think he was just worried. I mean, they are 2v1 on him right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Cinni's got a finished ambition. King of Mask hasn't bought yet at all, which is a little wrong for me in my opinion. Like, yeah, he's destroying people at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Amma caught
Well,
out
as soon as he
there.
buys
The
something
link will
like
come
Destruction,
down, but
too.
nothing happens.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's sitting on 3k Vim pretty much, so he's going to go back and outright buy a Destruction. He could have done that already, and I would have liked to see
Yeah.
Like, if you can afford to go back and buy a Destruction in your lanes, like winning as hard as the bot lane is, go back and buy it, because then you're just going to snowball your lane even harder.
Yep, for sure. Now, one thing I want to point out here, we have the Michael special coming out from Youngbaek.
Oh, does he have a desire? Or, excuse me, what the
Double
hell?
might.
Oh, double might.
Two
Oh, yeah,
mites.
decay. Decay is what I was thinking.
Yeah, but he's gonna get a decay. That's gonna be decay strife, to be honest. So basically, it's just saying, hey,
Oh, man.
McKella, buy a ruin, please. Please buy a ruin.
Yeah.
All right, well, now that we have an opportunity, maybe to take a look at some items. Never mind. Choco just got a kill somewhere, and SmartCam didn't even show it. SmartCam, please. I still don't agree with this decision to try to fight 2v2.
Well,
Yeah.
they're doing okay.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
the
they
ult.
are, but here comes the exsanguinate.
Oh, suppression.
No,
Oh, man, where's the stasis when you need it?
Oh, here we go. Where's the needles? Oh,
There's
George
one for
Paul's gonna
one,
secure that
and here's
kill.
going to be, if he can dash in, he's got
Well,
the dash.
Mark will
he's
show
got the root,
up.
There it is.
Oh, the dispel.
That's
though.
it. Oh, just
that
one
dispel.
auto attack, guys. There it
Oh.
goes. Okay. Ooh, they were running out. I'm all like, no, auto attack. But it ends up
Yeah.
being an overall extended 2 for 2. So
Well, actually, how the heck did he get out of that finale then? He didn't have the dispel. I don't know.
No, he was right on the edge of it.
Oh, he's on the
Yeah,
edge.
he was just barely on the edge.
Siifoo, you want to do an auto attack duo with Michaela?
Assuming command.
Not 100% sure about that. Obi, you look dead, son. Yeah, penance down, absolution down.
And good night. Well, Siifoo, what are you doing?
Judgment lands. but
Dying?
good
Oh,
flashback
Amaranth's
out.
dying in the top lane. Sifu's gonna die here in the bot lane.
Siifoo why?
Yeah,
Spirit
there you go.
player is astounding. A mortal binding has been destroyed.
And so,
Mirke takes the binding.
yeah, this was unexpected. I would have expected the Spirit side binding to go down first on this top lane, but it turned out to not be the case. Good rotations in from Mirke. And the
Yeah,
jungler-
there's some good rotations and pickups.
Well, now that it looks like we actually have an opportunity here, let's talk about some items here. Oh, Chocobos, are you really going to sell me this Parasite, sir?
With the right build, that's completely viable. That's not what I would call the right build.
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
the
he's
right
going to
build at
back
all.
off.
He's sitting on 4k Vim. He would be strong enough if he had the item.
True.
And now is the perfect time to do it, like before it hit its 15 minutes. The Parasite's only level 16 at the moment, so it's not super uber strong. It's stronger than I would have liked. Normally, if you're going to solo it as a jungler, you want to do it around the 10-minute or last, like 7.5 to 10.
So that way when he comes
There's
back.
only a certain. Well, no, it's not that. It's just the amount of health and damage, like health it's gonna have, and the amount of damage you can do. Makes
Now
it
we
very
land. Big team fight combo coming out here. Riptide going
Nice.
off the eternity. Nice stasis though.
That was a horrible final play. Sorry, Obi.
Yeah,
That was way off. It was just kind of off. It's the wrong angle. Right there, you needed the damage on both instances of it, and kind of threw it to kind of force them into a certain position, I guess, but it didn't really land. I would have liked to see him hold on to it until he could get it across all three of them.
Uh-oh, Exsanguinate Fear goes down on the Abzol, and they'll pick him up.
Yeah, they get the kill anyway, which is nice, but they almost caught him with that right under the tower, which was the idea. He just didn't step far enough forward.
Just on the line. Alright, so maybe we'll look at items here one of these days, when things stop being so crazy.
I don't know. Pyro items? Anything
Alright.
Hi, sorry.
Uh-oh.
And bottom
good
lane's
blink
going
from
on.
Obi, and a Dispel will get him out of the range of the Absolution. Meanwhile, wow, they're splitting up. They need to pick a target, I think, on the Spirit team. Because they just, like, one was going after Nisa, the other one was going after Amaranth. It's like, hey guys, make a decision.
I think the decision was, hey, I'm going to go back and spend my 4,500 Vim.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, and Youngbaek.
Probably a good
He's
idea.
done.
Ooh, that was a final payment.
Yes, for sure.
Salus goes Justice Ambition. It's a good pickup for the damage Salus he's building, so... They also got a time and a power.
Yeah, I'm
That's my contribution to the item recap. Take it away, gentlemen.
not a fan of the Justice early, actually, because, you know, it gives you percent stats. And, you know, we talked about this last game.
Yeah.
Usually you want to wait for percent stats until you have stats to give you percentages, so...
Exactly.
But alright, let's take a look at some items here. Mina, we'll start on the mortal side. We've got a Pestilence, Pestilence and a bunch of greens, basically. Now, Youngbaek, he went ahead and finished his Strife. His Decay will be next for sure. Other than that, he's just got a bunch of green items.
He's complaining that Viana Glad isn't viable. Viana Glad is completely viable. You just not necessarily with the way you guys are playing.
Oh, Blitz coming down and chasing
Cinni's
down
trying to go
Obi,
ham.
and
He's
Obi
gonna pick
looks
up Obi.
super dead.
Oh,
Maybe.
that was a good recall
Yep, there it
on the
is.
final flight, but Siifoo's sitting right there. All he does
Oh!
is
Wave Rider in
oh,
that time.
fine.
Doesn't quite get Cinni, though. And
Siifoo's gonna get picked up.
Captured a well-sustained.
Yeah, I thought
We've got that.
Siifoo was sitting right there, and I'm like, why didn't he flash back over the wall into that fight? Like, I don't know.
No idea.
Mortal side giving up already. It's like, guys, it's 15 minutes in.
Yeah,
I
man,
get it. You've been throwing. I understand that completely.
Yep.
We've been watching, but it's your play. It's not the strength of everybody else. You're getting caught out
Basically.
on purpose over and over and over again.
Yep, just poor positioning's gonna
Like here.
ruin the entire game for you, man.
Chocobos, well, he was able to tail when he get
They
out
don't
of there.
necessarily want that. They don't
Dragon
have
Oh, what are you doing?
the game's going totally ham.
Uh-oh.
No,
Way down on the
ChocobosX getting picked
Chocobos.
up.
He'll turn
That's
it around.
like the
Maybe,
best.
no.
No, the best that was gonna turn into was a 1-for-1, but
Oh, a little too greedy.
Oh, should have kept going.
Team killing spree.
I don't know. There's no ward coverage really from the mortal side to protect them as they rotate through their own jungles
Mortal
and to
player
farm.
has been slain.
That's a big contributor to what's going on. They're pushing up without him. Like it's just a bad
Spirit
decision
double
overall.
kill.
In fact, I see one ward for the mortal team right now, and it is right below this.
That's in a good spot.
Well.
Yeah,
That's a good
it
spot.
helps them. It helps them sit by their binding and safely farm. But no one's even doing that. They were pushed all the way past up into the main lane.
They're just getting picked off in the jungle here constantly, which is that's part of the problem is being out of position.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience, this is what you call on tilt.
Yeah, no kidding.
True story. The score is 8-20. They have 0 income from Wells. Yeah. Not sure if they're going to be able to come back from this.
He's able to dodge the finale, but I'm not sure. Oh, here's the Shores calling. The Triptide is good, but
Unfortunately, like that was a good idea to try to get them off of her, but no
Siifoo
power built whatsoever on Amaranth. Amaranth has no power whatsoever, so she was going for a haste build, I guess, and that there's no way.
What is going on up here?
Look at this level difference. We have a level 8
Mortal binding has
Siifoo
been
versus a level
destroyed.
14 Cinni. It's a
Yeah.
6 level difference.
And this was
Yeah,
the
if they
Siifoo
pick this
that
up, it's
totally
gonna level them up big
1v1.
time.
Yeah, this was the Siifoo that 1v1 the Salas in the jungle. We thought it was gonna go crazy, bonkers, and then
Well,
Not
at
so
least
much.
he's now only
Wow.
5 levels down to his comp, so he's moving up in the world. He was 6 levels down to the kill.
well, he got a level off that kill.
Well, that's true. That's right. Uh-oh, Fenmore caught out. His ultimate went down to stasis.
Nope.
But he's still
Merc caught him out.
Yeah, there's exsanguinate. Merc coming out. Will land on the Youngbaek.
Spirit team
Fenmore, low health Fenmore is the biggest bait in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, it totally is.
a spirit.
Oh, and
Oh, they got him in the end,
Oh.
but
But
still.
Merc
So
secured the
close.
kill. And even if he didn't, Chocobos was coming up to support on the Salas, so.
Extended 3.
Oh my god, and Obi, you're dead, sir.
Damn, dude.
Player has been slain.
Fenmore's like, I
Yeah.
think I killed myself. Yeah, you kept firing off abilities. Those cost health,
Yep.
buddy. All you had to do was stand there. All you had to do is stand there and tank the damage so that the King of Masks could kill him. And you're like, here, let me throw my health away over and over. That'll help. At least he can't get credit for it anymore. There was a bug back in the day. I don't know if you remember that, Pyro, but where Fenmore could kill himself and get first blood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was great.
Seen
That
that
was
before.
You just
old,
instantly
old,
go back and buy, and then you come into lane and dominate. It was great.
That was a pretty fun bug.
Oh,
Chocobos.
Fenmore. Well,
Well,
And, oh, wow. That was creative.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Cerulean
the
getting
Fearon
caught
was
out.
blitzing Cerulean. Doesn't matter, though. HintFromTheVine's going to get caught out. And where's the surrender? Probably 15 seconds.
there's still no damage coming out of really anybody. It's unfortunate. I mean,
yeah,
the Viana,
still
like
a
you give the
fairly large
Gladiator
level
Viana.
difference too.
Yeah, you give Gladiator to Viana, and that's a smart choice. But what she has to do is build to support for team fights. So you have to like safely farm in the lane, and you got to make sure that your other 2 carries are actually building carry items. And by that I mean the Nisa and the Amaranth. Amaranth is still a carry, even as a tactician.
Yes.
You still build her damage, not utility, because you have two supports in the top lane. So you have to be that damage threat. You know, there's no need for a kind of supportish Amaranth. There's nothing that says that if you're running tactician you can't build carry items. Nothing.
In a lot of situations, you should. Kind of like, you know,
Exactly.
Tactician Tess, for example.
Oh yeah. Or attacked Kinsu, or even, you know, like I like to run the mages as tactician, so like well, Amaranth, but more usually Cinemax or Zalgus. Like you don't want to run like utility Zalgus in a match. Like that doesn't do anything. I mean, you know, he likes books and all, but the book hurts worse than he does at that point.
Yeah, I mean, with Zalgus, you either gotta go full mage or, well, I guess if you're Youngbaek and ahead, ADC.
Well,
Did you
the
see
80
that,
carry
Garwar?
thing is no, I wasn't here. The 80 carry thing is like a fun early game way to dominate someone usually.
Youngbaek did it.
Yeah, he was 100 CS
little bit
5
earlier.
levels above everybody in the game. He made it work.
Yeah, but that's the only way it works is if you're ahead. So
Yeah.
it's not really viable, you know.
Spirit player
But
is
the counter argument to
miraculous.
that is, oh wow, see ya, Amaranth, see ya, Obi.
Spirit player
Oh.
is relentless.
Merc is
Yeah.
hurting bad.
Here
I
comes
felt
and
that one.
Siifoo. I don't see
huge.
Siifoo getting out of this. There's the flip. There's the
Spirit
Phoenix.
player
Goodbye. And
is
there's
miraculous.
And surrender.
The mortal team has surrendered.
Yeah, I'd like to see some better itemization out of the Mortal side, better decision making. It was really
Yep,
just
completely.
It was kind of like I didn't get to play necessarily what I wanted to play, so I'm just gonna screw around and throw. Like that's what it felt like watching it. And
Now,
that's
one thing I do
unfortunate.
wanna
Nobody
look at
enjoys
here.
that.
Look at the Vim totals here. Look at Mina and Viana, and then you compare that to the people with the most farm on the Spirit team. They're not that far off, really. So yeah,
But
Yeah.
those are the
farming.
supports. You can't carry
Yeah.
as either of those two characters, so it really doesn't matter.
True.
Like the only Vim accounts that matter are on Nisa and Amaranth and Ferris.
Yeah, and Amaranth was
And
shut
then
down
even
the whole
though they
game.
had enough money to buy some items, they didn't necessarily put them in the greatest places. So it didn't.
Yeah, I
nothing
don't
really
like the
happened to them.
regrowth on Amaranth. I would not really a
Well,
big fan
again,
of the
it's
clarity.
just it's a very support build. I mean, the clarity was probably going to go. Well, I
Duress.
don't even know. Duress, yeah, that
it's
everybody
duress,
loves, but it's nerfed. It's now nerfed, people. So stop using it because it's not going to be strong anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
the energy, sure, the energy is, that's going to go into a potency, and that's fine. But you need that power.
yeah,
light.
you gotta go power with Amaranth for sure. I've seen support Ami, and she doesn't do a whole lot aside from some lockdown, but power Ami just chunks everything, so well worth it.
I mean, if you don't have any other initiation on your team, then sure, build a haste-based Amaranth so that you can bubble and wave repeatedly. But just know that she's not doing any damage, so
No.
you need to have 3 other damage dealers on your team because she's now
Yeah.
become the damageless support. So
Or at least 2 heavy damage dealers, like like a Ronin or a Vex, or a Zalgus is somebody I call an extreme damage dealer.
you want to make a lobby, or
I will make a lobby, sure.